Planning an event is no easy task. Planning an event during the madness of 2020, a whole nother story. Here's a quick clip. If you are trying to host an event, I hope that this particular video will help give you the play-by-play on things to consider. So what was the secret sauce to actually pulling together this podcast brunch? Well, small and impactful. I wanted to interview a handful of people that were available locally, and luckily, thank God, they were all available on the scheduled date. Once I locked in the date, secured the venue, and confirmed the special guests, then the remainder of the planning could take place. But let's take a step back, because there is something very important to pulling together an event. And that is your event budget. Dun 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 dun, no shocker there. I had to ask myself, how much am I willing to invest in this experience? Essentially, I had to assess my funds and really draw a line in the sand on where I was going to spend my money. And once I actually had my lucky number, I was able to begin the rest of the planning process. Now, why did I do this first? Why the budget? Well, I think for obvious reasons. The money is always important when you're trying to achieve anything in life that costs. But also because I have big dreams and expensive tastes. So in order for this event to be fun and not go bankrupt, I had to be realistic about the spend. I know I can't be the only one with expensive dreams, so if that is you and you are me, comment below. Okay, so where do the funds come from? Well, the initial funding came from my own bank account. I have an account specifically for the business where I just put money in and use the money to reinvest. I encourage anyone who wants to start a business to have a separate account, but let's say that you are just starting out and you're not necessarily bringing in income. What I would suggest is putting some money to the side each paycheck, whatever you can afford to put to the side on top of whatever you save for, your bills, your household items that you need to pay for, but put something aside to invest in your business. That way you can use this down the line to help you jumpstart your business. You can use this to actually build sample products or buy sample products. You can use this to invest into a master class to help you learn and get more educated on what it is that you're trying to do. Or eventually, once you're able to start selling products on your own, you will then be able to create your own business bank account. Now, halfway through the planning process of this event, I secured a sponsor, which was amazing, and I am still extremely grateful and just in awe at the process and how everything panned out. If you would like to see details on the vendor package and the sponsorship package that I created to pull this event together, let me know in the comments and I'll create a different video on that specifically, but that was also a big piece in funding this particular event. So far, here are some of the things that we've talked about in terms of what you will need to plan your event. The next few points that I'll share are just outlines that you should also consider to planning an event. This is a super high level video just to describe just the main milestones and key deliverables, if I want to use my project management terms, that I use to actually plan this event. A few other necessities to help you with this planning phase is develop a graphic design and some images that you can use to promote, the landing page for your event, whether that is on Eventbrite, on MailChimp, or wherever you use to host your website, or just an event page within like a Facebook group. Communicate. You will have to communicate with all the people that you have involved in this particular event. Not constantly, but enough to where they feel like they're in the loop. So just be sure that you're informative to both the guests that you want to interview. Let's say you are doing a podcast brunch, or special guests that you have, let's say as a panel. And then of course the vendors. Be communicative to them as well. Communicate where they need to be, where they need to load, where they need to dock, just some directions, parking, things of that nature. Just different checkpoints leading up to the event. Also, you will need to make sure that you are collaborating with your event coordinator, and again, those vendors. Let's say you do have an event coordinator to help you with this process. Collaborate, keep them informed. As business owners and creatives, we like to do a lot of things on our own and forget to bring in and rope in the people that are there to actually assist and help us. And so just be sure that you are working with your event coordinator or whoever's helping you. It could be a family, it could be a friend helping you. So be sure to keep them engaged. Also, let's say you are doing an interview type style session that requires a panel, a podcast, or something where there's interaction, requires you to have a mic and ask different questions to different people. Make sure your interview questions are ready, and then that you also have what I would call a run of show. So basically outline at these different time blocks, this is what's going to happen during the event. So that way your event coordinator is informed, your sponsors who might have either a table or a desk or maybe even speaking, they have an understanding of where they can also fit into the schedule. Let me know below if you'd like to know more information about planning an event, planning a podcast brunch, how I was able to do this. I think I might have a little bit of a leg up because my real 9-to-5 job is as a project manager. So I was able to flex some of my project management skills within this process, which was super beneficial to just making sure everything came out the way that I wanted it to, with the assistance of my amazing event coordinator and of course my husband, who was there to just pick up anything that we needed help with. So be sure to comment below and let me know if you'd like to check out more information on just project management level items and just the whole planning process and methodologies. Check out the PM Suite, which I'll also link below if you're interested in that. But yeah, also comment if you have an event coming up. What are some of the things that you would love to host this year, whether it's in person or virtual? I'm just curious what type of events you guys are hosting, and if you're watching this, that must mean you're looking to host an event. I'm curious to know. All right, bye.